The problem. What is unemployment? In the Kingdom of Madagascar, lemurs need mangoes to survive. Mangoes represent jobs. With mangoes, they have food and shelter. But not every lemur has mangoes. Some have baskets overflowing, unable to eat them all. Some have only dry mango peels, and many have none at all. This is what we call unemployment. Unemployment means a lemur is willing to work but cannot find a job. The problem is that even when work is available, many lemurs still face precarious employment, short-term contracts, low wages, and the constant risk of being replaced. Stable versus precarious work. Back in the day, lemurs worked in the forest, picking mangoes for the king, guarding trees, or dancing during festivals. Jobs were steady, and mangoes were shared fairly. But things have changed. Many jobs are now short-term, contracts lasting only a few weeks with no mangoes saved for later. Lemurs call this gig work, patchwork jobs like delivering mangoes by Uber, singing for hire, or sweeping leaves. This kind of work has its perks. It's flexible, anyone can join, and you don't need the king's approval. But the risks are high. No stable mangoes, no insurance, no protection when you're sick or when the forest faces a bad season. In reality, a lemur might have mangoes in the morning and go hungry by night. How it works, why unemployment and precarious work exist. To understand this, lemurs need to look at society's mango machine. Economic changes. When the forest produces fewer mangoes, the king cuts down the number of guards. Lemurs lose their jobs. New technology. Mango picking drones replace lemurs who once worked as gardeners. Globalization. Cheaper mangoes from other forests flood in. Local lemurs can't compete. Policy choices. If the king favors wealthy lemurs, poorer ones have little access to job opportunities. All these factors combine to leave many lemurs without a place in the system. Root causes. Who suffers the most? Not every lemur is affected in the same way. Young lemurs who just left the nest struggle to find jobs. Without experience, they're always asked, "Have you ever picked mangoes before?" Older lemurs are easily replaced when they can't keep up with new skills. The 4.0 skills, like live streaming to sell mangoes. Mother lemurs raising their babies are often forced to take short-term jobs with no insurance. Lemurs living far from the center have fewer opportunities than those nearby. Every time they apply for a job, they have to run 3 forest miles only to find the position already taken. Unemployment and job insecurity tend to hit the most vulnerable lemurs the hardest. Social consequences. What happens without stable jobs? For individuals. Loss of income and lower living standards. Lemurs struggle to meet basic needs like food, shelter, healthcare, and education. Psychological crisis. Unemployment often leads to anxiety, stress, loss of confidence, and even depression. Loss of skills and opportunities. Long periods without work cause professional skills to fade, making it harder to compete when re-entering the job market. For families, economic burden. Families lose income and easily fall into debt. Family conflicts. Financial pressure increases the risk of tension, domestic violence, and broken relationships. For society, rising inequality. The gap between rich and poor widens as the unemployed struggle to access opportunities. Heavier welfare burden. The government must spend more on social assistance and unemployment benefits. Social instability. Prolonged unemployment can lead to crime, addiction, and a breakdown of public order and safety. Erosion of trust in government. Persistently high unemployment can cause dissatisfaction and weaken faith in policies and institutions. For the economy, wasted potential. Many skilled workers remain unused, reducing overall productivity. Weaker consumer demand. Unemployed lemurs spend less, hurting businesses and slowing economic growth. A downward spiral. Unemployment arrow. Less spending arrow. Businesses cut production arrow. More unemployment. Many lemurs end up accepting dangerous or exploitative jobs just to survive. A vicious cycle of poverty that no lemur wants to be trapped in. The risks and dark side of precarious work. Precarious work may sound free, but in reality, it's far from it. No social protection. If a lemur gets sick and misses a day, there's no mango to eat. No long-term plans. Contracts are too short. Lemurs never know if they'll still have mangoes next month. A 2-week job means they can't even dream of building a nest. The psychological pressure is heavy. Fear of losing work, fear of being replaced, always anxious that a cheaper lemur will take their place. They are exploited by forest lords who underpay them, knowing they have no other choice. Precarious work may look flexible, but often it's a trap of lasting poverty. In short, precarious equals free to eat mangoes today, afraid of hunger tomorrow. Unemployment benefits. The safety net of developed forests. Not every forest leaves its lemurs to fend for themselves. In some wealthy forests, the so-called developed ones, when a lemur loses its job, the king and the council provide a monthly supply of stored mangoes. This is called unemployment benefits. Lemurs receive mangoes to survive while searching for new work. Some forests even have skill schools that teach lemurs how to pick mangoes using new technologies. Thanks to this system, lemurs in these forests don't fall straight to the bottom. They have time to recover and start again. But it isn't always fair. Some forests only give mangoes to lemurs who had official jobs. Gig-working lemurs get nothing. Others limit the duration. After 6 months, lemurs are told to handle it on your own. And even in rich forests, many lemurs still worry. Will the stored mangoes be enough to live on, or just enough to keep from starving? The future, is there a way out? Some lemurs believe new technology will create more jobs, coding dance programs or growing high-tech mango farms. Others fear the machines will take over everything, leaving lemurs with nothing to do but press the like button. So what's the solution? Invest in education and skills for young lemurs. Strengthen social safety nets, mango insurance, and unemployment benefits. Create a fair environment where every lemur has a chance to find work, not just the wealthy ones. Build sustainable jobs instead of relying too much on gig work. Conclusion. In the mango forest of Madagascar, unemployment and precarious work are not just about one lemur going hungry. They're signs that the entire forest is out of balance. The real question is, do we want a lemur society where mangoes are shared fairly and sustainably, or one where most lemurs survive only on the leftover peels?